The one thing with LeBron James is being dubbed as being the greatest basketball player of this era and all that. And a lot of y'all, and I know a lot of these I call them bronze sexuals. Um, it's already been since he first came out into the league, into the NBA in 2003. They're comparing him to Michael Jordan, they're comparing him to Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen, and the sort. I'm not about to take a trip back down in time again with this. But I even have people that's even within my circle often praising LeBron James. Now, be personally keep in mind, although I've had briefly met the man and stuff from a distance. I mean, oh hell, I even shook his hand one time, but that was in 2013 when he was down here with the Miami Heat. You know, where he had to follow his daddy Dwayne Wade to come here and win two back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013 before being ran out of Miami by Tim Duncan and Kawhi Leonard back to Cleveland. But my thing with LeBron is, he always speaking on when it comes down to social issues or whatever concerning our people like this. I've noticed a track thing with him. I noticed a pathology with him that he only gonna do selective stuff. You know, you know. This is a thing like with this. Now on here, as you can see, where he's done had a war of words via Twitter with King Louis 45, and it's concerning about what with Steph Curry, where he said he doubled down, said he doesn't want to go to the White House. Kevin Durant already said that we don't F with him. And rightfully so, because I'm saying like that, because anybody that goes to the White House and all that, it's nothing more than just a photo op. It's not mandatory. It's voluntary. So, as the title say here, this is from USA Today. I'll just throw the link in the description for it and all that. Because he said like, okay, where he said the White House visit was an honor until you showed up. Per se. But here's my thing with LeBron James. Because I refuse to call him king, because after all, he's nothing more to me than just a role player. When there's other players out there that's twice as better than he is, man. And that was proven in the NBA finals. LeBron James can get out there. When he was down here in Miami, he was vocal about what happened with our young brother here, Trayvon Martin, at the hands of that fat, slimy piece of shit who's been in hiding lately, George Zimmerman. But Wade has been more vocal than anybody, because after all, people saying it was LeBron was the one who told the Miami Heat players to wear the hoodies, to take that hoodie photo. No, that was Dwayne Wade's idea. Let's just come and keep it like that. I know this for a fact. Okay, LeBron James can get out here. You could talk about the so-called stage shooting at the gay nightclub in Orlando, Fusion. That was stage, people. Do not be fooled by that. Nothing but actors. Okay, plain and simple. And you can know about something like that all the way downhill whilst he's in Cleveland. But yet, though, he still has not spoke on nothing about what happened to 12-year-old Tamir Rice. Or John Crawford, for that matter. Or either the brother and the sister that was sleeping in the car, where the Cleveland police shot the car up 137 times. One of those crackers jumped on top of the shit and just kept on firing. All part of the Cleveland Police Department. And then what makes me even more mad, thanks to one LVZ for that, shout out to my brother on that, for the picture of the Coonland Browns locked arm in arm with the same people that killed Tamir Rice, with the same people that killed John Crawford, with the same people that killed those two in the car I just last mentioned, of the latter. But LeBron James is supposed to be the greatest player on the planet. He's supposed to be one of the most influential people. Well, that's not my opinion. This is according to Sports Illustrated. This is according to Sports Center, ESPN. But LeBron remains quiet on them. Now I know some people are going to talk about saying, well, you know, he doesn't want to go ahead and mess up his core base with incoming endorsements and so on, so on, and so forth. Well, who gives a shit about that? I mean, shoot, as far as Nike go, Nike's paying him $90 million. And plus, he's doing whatever he wants over there with the Cavaliers because, see, he knows Dan Gilbert going to bend over backwards for him. He tried that same crap here in Miami, but Pat Riley wasn't having it, and he showed him who was boss. This role player is one of the most sometimey individuals and all that. Now, I could care less about his little Twitter vitriol and stuff he had between him and King Louis 45 and the human orangutan. I could care less about that. You know, now all of a sudden you wants to try to go ahead and try to one up to me. You're trying to one up Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick is doing a lot more than LeBron James or any of these other athletes are doing. Maybe with the exception of the few, like maybe Marshawn Lynch or Michael Bennett, just to name a couple. Because Colin Kaepernick is doing that out of sincerity, out of his heart. That's out of him. He's putting his money where his mouth is. And he ain't afraid to go out there and speak on those issues, whether it's out his own mouth or whether it's via social media. But I just find this real interesting. And you can see, like here, I'm going to go to some of these tweets. This is a tweet from LeBron James's Twitter page. He says, like, you bums. Steph Curry already said he ain't going. So therefore, ain't no invite. Going to the White House was a great honor until you showed up. And, you know, the Twitter troll, the Twitterer in chief, also said, going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Stephen Curry has hesitated, therefore invitation is withdrawn. Well, here's the thing. How in the world can it be withdrawn when he never accepted it in the first place and he already told you, I'm not going? In fact, I don't think majority of the Golden State Warriors are not going. But anyway, let me get back to the so-called king. You know, he only want to talk about social issues, and he wants to be selective about it. Now, if you're going to get in here, I feel like this. If you're going to get in here and you're going to be in the trenches in the battle against this entity, this octopus known as white supremacy, which is white supremacy, you either going to go all in or you just stay your ass on the sidelines. That's how I feel about that. You know, but yet though, we in September 2017. Tamir Rice was killed in 2014, 3 years ago. LeBron still has not talked nothing about it. And I don't think he ever will. So don't get your hopes up high for it and all that. I would never get out here and compare him to no Colin Kaepernick, ever. And besides the disposition he's got, he's a good basketball player. Well, I'm not even gonna say great, but you know, because if he was great, he would know how to perform in the clutch when he doesn't. You know, he will forever had the title of a role player. You know, if you don't believe me, you can go ask the truth. He could tell you that. Or Michael Sowell. Shout out to them. Shout out to Michael Sowell. About with LeBron, or better yet, Ticket TV will tell you himself. But anyway, I just find this very odd, because I don't think nobody even spoke on this like this until I did. I thought about this for weeks, and I said, like, when I seen this again, I got to do one on this. But y'all may have a different opinion on this. I don't know, but you can go ahead and sound away in the comment section, because I'm not going to spend too much time on this. So go ahead, hit the comments, share, fire away in the comment section, share, subscribe. Trolls not allowed. LeBron sexuals not allowed either. Share, subscribe. Make sure you click the notification bell so when I upload new videos, you will be notified. No more talk.